So this is the last part of chapter 2, the consumer behavior. And this is the new question that may appear according to the new NCERT syllabus. Show the elasticity of demand on a linear demand curve. So what I have explained in the previous class with regard to the elasticity of demand with 5 diagrams may not be asked. They may ask this question. So probable likely question is this. Show the elasticity of demand on a linear demand curve. See, the linear demand equation is Q is equal to A minus BP. You know, minus is used, why minus is used? Because of the inverse relationship between price and demand. The price elasticity of demand can be shown along the linear demand curve. The equation of the linear demand curve is, that is price elasticity along the linear demand curve is PD is equal to minus BP divided by A minus BP. So you must keep it in your mind. So this is the linear demand curve which slopes downwards. And we will have a different price elasticity of demand on this linear demand curve. This is the linear demand curve. Mn is the linear demand curve which slopes downwards. So this demand curve touches both x-axis and y-axis. See, half of it, here PED is equal to 1 and PED is equal to infinite. PED is greater than 1 and the lower one is PED is lesser than 1, PED is equal to 1. And this will certainly explain and will make you to understand the different price elasticities on the linear demand curve. So price elasticity is equal to Pn. Pn, this is P, this is N, half of it. Pn, that is lower segment divided by upper segment, that is Pm. This is Pm, it is the upper segment. Pn is the lower segment. Now apply the same formula here. So here PED is infinite. PED is infinite, there Nm divided by 0. So 20 divided by 0, it is infinite. That means if there is no change in price, there will be infinite change in demand. That is PED is infinite. Coming to PED is equal to 1. That is Pn divided by Pm. Divide Pn from Pm. That is Pn divided by Pm. So if there is change in 10% change in price, there will be 10% change in demand. So the answer is 1. Here PED is equal to 1. This is PED is equal to 1. PED is greater than upper one. So AN divided by AM, that is 50. See, 5% change in price leads to 15% change in demand, that is greater than 1. Here PED is greater than 1, it is 3. Suppose, now come to this lower segment, PED is lesser than 1. Here BN divided by BM. Say demand, the change in price is 15%, change in demand is only 5%, and it is lesser than 1, that is 0.33. that is PED is lesser than 1. And PED is equal to 0. PED is equal to 0, the formula is 0 divided by NM. See, there is change in price, no change in demand. So 0 divided by 20 is equal to 0. Here PED is equal to 0. See, this is enough. It may be asked for 6 marks. You just draw this diagram, the linear demand curve, and half of it will be the upper segment is this between P and M, and the lower segment is P and N. You apply this formula Pn, say Pd is equal to Pn divided by Pm, upper segment. So that's all about the elasticity of demand on a linear demand curve.